Afternoon, this is me in front of Belfast City Hall, all decked out for Christmas. The Christmas Continental Market is in place. I think they're having a few local traders in there now. Not too sure, but it's a market I strenuously avoid because it's just full of overpriced Chinese stuff. There's a wee man smiling at me. Anyway, I'm going to turn myself around and I'm facing down Donegal Place. I'm going to take a dander down here. A lot of shoppers about, a lot of visitors about as per usual. Well, there's something special down Donegal Place that I want you to see, and I'm a bit surprised at myself. I'm surprised at myself because I've never videoed this before. Not that I can remember anyway. And the wee green man's up so we can walk. So heading down Donegal Place. Well, there's definitely a buzz about the place. Well, and it's quite warm. The temperature's probably about 8 or 9. And there's the electric box over there, being decorated. Got the thumbs up there. Yeah, just come down here. Trying not to get myself knocked down. And I've come down to Queen's Arcade. Architecturally significant building, historic building. The place is a wee bit mad. Yeah, it's a fine looking building. Designed in 1880 by architect James McKinnon. And if you want haute couture or high fashion, in other words, or fancy watches and jewellery and all the rest of it, and fancy clothes, this is the place to come to. One of the finest buildings on Donegal Place, or even in Belfast. This is the only surviving Victorian Arcade in Belfast. So it was built in 1880. And I've got Gucci, and I've got Rolex, and this is a high-end shopping arcade. It's not one that I would normally frequent. because if you're going to shop in here, you need money. Oh dear. The woman wasn't too happy about me videoing there, but there's a blue plaque up on this building, and it's a blue plaque dedicated to, or it's a remembrance of Dr. James McDonnell, 1763 to 1845, and he is the acknowledged father of Belfast medicine, and he lived in a house in this street. He owned this whole site actually, and I always like to find out where people ended up, where they're buried. And Dr. James McConnell, I stumbled across his grave in Cushendaw, in Lead Coastal Graveyard. It's an ancient graveyard up in Cushendaw, and he is responsible for really introducing medicine into Belfast. Back in the early 1800s, he is responsible for Belfast Fever Hospital, and that became known and changed its name to the RVH, Royal Victoria Hospital. So this is Queen's Arcade. Full of fancy shops, pricey shops. A beautiful sort of mosaic terrace floor, which people tramp over and probably don't even look at. It's full of fine eateries as well. And this is Tag here. I don't know. I don't know what they sell. Rings, watches, I don't know. And this is a Queen's Calf Bar, established 1901, and this is Lunds. And in 1895, Sir Otto Jaffa purchased this whole site, and the building was, the arcade was on it by that stage. It was built in 1880, and he was a Jewish Lord Mayor of Belfast. I think he's the first and last Jewish Lord Mayor, and he was very, very supportive of Belfast education. He was into supporting Queen's University in a big way. There's a wee motorbike. I like that. Santa on a mission. Santa on a motorbike. I could be a Santa on a motorbike. And this is Lunds. And there's old George. George crops up everywhere. Little Heart. I don't know what it sells for gifts. We've got Jonathan Key's Optician. Buy yourself a fancy pair of glasses and Robinson shoes. Looks like a terrace floor. That's nice. So, 1885, Sir Otto Jaffa purchased this whole building, the arcade, and since then it has been restored in 1935, and we're now on to Fountain Street. Opposite Cafe Nero. That's Queen's Arcade. As I say, refurbished 1935, and then that was by Hobart and Huron. 2019, another 2.2 million was spent refurbishing it and getting it back to its ancient splendour. So that was Queen's Arcade. Iconic Belfast building. It's one of the places that you should check out if you're ever in the city, because it's full of history. Or its historical connections. And as I say, I've never videoed this before. I don't know why. Look at this here. Isn't that nice? And it's Christmas, wouldn't you know? And there's old David. David gets everywhere as well. And I wonder will we get any snow this year. Doesn't look like it at the minute. Oh, what fun it is to ride on an one horse open sleigh. There you go. And by heading back out onto Donegal Place. So that was my wee trip down Queen's Arcade. Another hidden gem in Belfast. And there's the City Hall.